Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah.
Don't clap.
Yeah.
What's going on with your DC?
What's up, man? I'm out here chilling, man.
I want to say what's
Football.
up to the rest of the social networks out there, whether you got us on X, whether you got us on Facebook, wherever you may be. Welcome to Auburn Bold Debates.
Bold Debates. We in the house.
Where we talk about how great Alabama is and how Auburn try to get with us. Not really. We debate everything.
Yeah.
Based on two paradigms. There's a paradigm from the plains, which just don't nobody care about that.
Oh my God. Come on.
Then you got the paradigm from the Mount Rushmore of college football.
You was doing good, man. You was
home of two goats.
You was doing good, man. You was doing good, man.
Two goats.
Good, man. You always got to mess it up with the Alabama foolishness, man. You always got to mess it up, man.
Got two goats.
You always got to mess it up with Alabama foolishness, man.
Do we have two goats?
You're doing good, man. You're doing good. 3.
Hey, man, let's get.
What about the third?
Get right into it, man. There's a lot of stuff going on, man. I got a question for you, man.
I got an answer for you, bro. Come on.
You know, Alabama's, when it comes to like GDP, gross state product, and all that kind of stuff like that, it ain't too high up on the poll. You know, it's not too high up on the poll.
Okay.
And I'm not going to talk about your program. I'm not going to talk about my program in this regard, but let's talk about our fellow competitors in the SEC. Collectively, like on an average, we're collective.
Okay.
We together.
We together.
In comparison to, I guess ACC.
Okay, you're saying the SEC. The SEC. Okay.
The SEC compared to the ACC and Big Ten, and maybe somebody else. Bro, are we going to have to go on food stamps?
Ooh, I mean, that's what they saying, man. Is the SEC broke? That's what you're saying. Is the SEC broke?
That's kind of what people keep intimating to me.
They are, man.
The SEC ain't got no money to do what they want to do.
Yeah, and they ain't got no money to do what the Big Ten doing specifically.
They ain't got no money to do what the Big Ten doing.
In the Texas schools and schools out there, man. That's what they saying.
Does Texas bring our average up?
Texas is in the SEC, right? Last I checked.
But it brings the average up.
Yeah.
Like if you drop them all, then
last I heard, Texas A&M was still in the SEC. Last I heard.
There's 2 schools bringing us up.
Yeah.
Well, thank you guys for participating, hanging out with us over there.
like Vanderbilt bringing our GPA up.
Yeah. Yeah, Vanderbilt and Florida's bringing it down. No, Georgia bringing it down.
Auburn bringing it up.
Georgia's
Auburn bringing it up.
Or factually, without joking,
come on,
40% graduation rate. Georgia is bringing it down.
Georgia's bringing us down in academics.
I heard you can get some dog training over there, but you can't get no dogs trained over there. Oh, that hit me in my spirit.
Okay.
Hit me in my spirit. They're gonna be coming after me, I guess.
All right. Okay.
But
are we broke type? Is the SEC broke? Talk to me.
Oh man, I think they may have dropped down to the SWAC.
Hey, man.
We'll dominate you.
It's some folk when the SWAC got money too.
Hey man, we'll dominate SWAC, man. We be playing 2 games a weekend. B team, get in there.
Hey man,
put the B team in the second half. So for the first team, for A team, when the varsity can get in there in the first half of the second game. We be playing 2 games a weekend. Still probably be 9-4 on average though.
Okay.
If Slick's still the doggone offensive coordinator, but I know Greg Byrne came out, man. He led the way of all the SEC commission. He said, "Hey, man, y'all like Alabama football? Like, yeah. Y'all like how we win them championships every once in a while? Yeah. You need to come get on this, nigga. You need to get on Alabama immediately." I ain't never heard a guy with a PhD use the word immediately. I think he got a PhD. But I ain't never nobody in that position say immediately, y'all need to give it up.
You got to get this money up, man.
Hey, I got
this collection plate around, man. We got to pass this collection plate around in the SEC,
If you are on a campus visit to University of Alabama, please leave campus before it get dark, because AD just stick it up.
Yeah.
Hey, give it up, cuz.
For real, bro.
Give it up, cuz.
Hey, Greg Byrne out here begging.
Give me the ring too. Give me the ring.
Just drop the watch. Just don't look back. Drop the watch and don't just drop it. Don't look back.
Like, Slick, get that chain. Huh? I said, Slick, get the chain.
Get the chain.
Get the chain, man. They robbing.
Get the Gators. Get the Gators. Get the Gators.
Gotta get them Gators, bud.
Get them Gators.
Get them Gators off him. Slide them on off, partner. Slide them on,
partner.
But these are orthopedic school. We know people need orthopedics.
I need them. I need them.
I need them. Yeah, basically.
I got NIL. I got NIL to deal with. I need them, man.
Yeah.
That's what they doing. That's what athletic directors doing for real now.
Hey,
man, bro, they are shaking everybody down, bro. Tennessee.
It's a shakedown, man.
Tennessee putting a tax on Auburn, up in the price of sectional tickets at the game, man.
Hey, man.
Alabama out here with a 10-cup begging.
Man,
what's up, Jonathan Taylor? As Travail just said, Alabama is begging for donations, man.
Hey, man, we need it. We need to get that.
Got to get it, man.
You
don't give it up one way or another. You don't give it up.
I was watching a bunch of it's a channel called Black Tree TV. It just shows a bunch of movies from the 70s and 80s. So I was watching a piece of action and Let's Do It Again. And dudes was doing the hustles and stuff, man. And
sure. Remember,
with the Bill Cosby, the cat burglar and stuff. It's like,
man.
And I'm thinking about what we're saying here, man. It's like, what? I'm just saying, when Alabama come to your campus, make sure everything locked, man. Because there ain't no telling.
Bro,
ain't no telling what they be doing.
Any of these SEC ADs, bro. Yeah, they got to have it.
They're gonna be in your credit union with the flashlight in the mouth.
Hitting that combination. They're
gonna shake you down, man. Be careful.
Yeah,
just says y'all.
We ain't talking Ocean's 11 now. We talking Ocean 16. Ocean 16, bro. We got, you know what I'm saying?
Real low budget.
We got to get it in this SEC
around your neck.
But I think, man, Todd, I think though, for real though, on a serious note, I don't think the SEC is broke like people are trying to make it to be. I think this is just kind of a media push, man, to kind of do what we're doing to Alabama, man. Alabama down, so we gonna step on y'all while y'all. Y'all lost 4 games, man. Y'all get a couple. I'm gonna come up to get my little stomp in. You know what I'm saying?
Hey, man.
I'm gonna come up to you and get my little kick in on you while you down type. But
I don't know.
SEC.
Well,
I don't think so.
Well, I don't think they're necessarily broke, because I remember when they first turned on the spigot, Texas A&M now, they were like, it was all money. Where whatever money came from, they put a whole bunch of money to where, for Nick Saban right on the road, you're like what they doing over there? Where that come from? And the money is there. I think one thing about Greg Byrne's announcement is really he was behind the 8 ball, because I think he was doing a better job saying, put the cup in here, man. We got the goat. We just need some juice, need some grass, eat food. And then it made sense. Now it's like, it's like, you just lost 4 games, right, with the guy you just picked as coach.
Man.
So you got to explain. See, what had happened was when we had brought him here, his coaches was coming, and then his coach didn't come. Now it made more sense day one to me. When Texas A&M brought in that class, whether you just won the championship or not, whether you got the GOAT discount or not, everybody really, that was like a warning shot across the bow. Like, whoa, like, here they come. And then I think really when the greatest person I've ever seen in my life, when the great coach Jimbo Fisher was fired. He's my hero now. When Coach Fisher was fired, I think everybody kind of like said,
got the sneezes.
Hey, yeah, man. Look at all that orange and blue around you. Anyway, you're allergic to it. I know I am.
That's on with you, bro.
Yeah.
This is not happening. You see it happen when I got on with you, boss.
No. That's that stuff right.
That's the Alabama.
Your studio is first.
Alabama icky, bro. Good Lord, bro.
But I think instead of everybody, gauging up, I think they kind of, when he got fired, it was like, see, it ain't just money, and they just laid back. And then it's like you got to know it's a combination of money, above or below table, or both. Because let's not act like the bag man has been retired. The bag man is using Uber Eats to deliver money now. You know what I'm saying? Like, man,
I heard
25,000.
Yeah, the bag man is probably more in effect now than he was before payments were legal, because he can pay now. And then you got the appeal of, okay, you're making this money above board. Now you cannot have to pay taxes on this part right here. Yeah,
it kind of reminds me.
I heard the bag man in full effect.
The bag man full effect. I remember when we had like mainframe using central computing. You had a dummy terminal on your desk, and you had a mainframe everybody latched into, right?
Yeah.
And then we get these computers out here, we're gonna get rid of all this paper, because you used to print out all this paper you print out. People are sick of this paper. I was working at the paper mill at the time, 1994.
Okay.
I found out like 10 years later, when computers became a thing in your house, everybody had one. The consumption of paper has like increased by like 2,000%. Because you know what? I can print flyers in my house. If I want to do the Martin Luther King pajama jammy jam, Bears You Dare, I do it right out of my house. I ain't got to go down to Kinko's. They got paper flying there. This reminds me of the same thing. Like, there ain't gonna be no bag, man. Everybody's above board. I'm like, but some people still under board.
That's right, man.
Because
people doing both.
Yeah, because it's okay. There were players I've met. They came from good families, right? Not good families. I don't know how good they were, but they said they were middle income family. Can you imagine you doing your taxes and then your child come home and it's like, okay, I know they gave him something. Wasn't paying attention. Your junior's down there at blah 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 university, and then you get your tax bill. You like, because I don't know when the kid becomes independent, but you're looking at his tax bill or your tax bill, and you are you about to transfer to Harvard. What's going on? You got all these taxes to pay, or you need help with it, or it can be a shock to people's system.
Sure,
because you get like what is it? I think, let's say you get 500,000, that's half of that. You got to put that in the bank or just send it in to the Uncle Sam.
Yeah, man.
Uncle Sam got to love football right now.
Yes, sir, man, for real. Now,
but I think everything will go up and come back down. But I think some schools, in the SEC, especially in the SEC, were getting paid a lot of money anyway, as far as TV deals. Now, the Big Ten doesn't have a bigger TV deal, and I don't know what Notre Dame still got. They win this championship. They going in for renegotiate their deal.
For real, bro.
They really like
and then if they win the championship, they're not splitting their money with anybody.
Right. It's just and see, now that's the thing I think. Now that's another piece of this. Why am I paying these guys and they don't even have to win the championship and they still gonna make more money than you?
Yeah. And think every round they're making money, they're pocketing all of their money.
So it's like
they're not splitting it.
So they not only do they, are they? I don't know if they're getting money from over there in the richest country in the world called Vatican City, but they should be able to, because it is a Vatican City institution.
Why?
So, but it's like, who's gonna tell these dudes to join a conference? Or won't y'all just free? They could join the NFL. They got the money to do it.
Yeah,
I mean that's it ain't unfair so much to Alabama. It is, but it's really unfair, and always has been, to South Carolina or South Alabama.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely.
How in the world you think of somebody from whatever conference? Think of South Alabama goes to the national championship and plays Notre Dame in the finals. The money they take home is no comparison.
It ain't, bro. It ain't.
Because all conferences to get here, they're gonna say to get here, we had to go FCS. Then we had to join a decent FBS program if they didn't start as an independent. Then FBS, and I think they changed conference to where they are now. And then now we up here, we done made it, but our money, our pocket looking different. At the end of the day, and they may win the game.
Yeah,
right.
Yeah,
win the game.
I think the man. I think that I don't think, man, the SEC is broke by no means, man. If you look at the NIL listings, you got, I think it's around 8 to 10 teams out of the SEC, bro, in the top 11. You know what I'm saying? And Auburn and Alabama are one of those teams. You know what I'm saying? And then out of the top 20, you got at least 10 SEC teams in the top 20, you know, in NIL fundraising, man. So I just think it's just kind of an off year, honestly. You got to look at two. Like I was saying before, this is what I was alluding to when I was saying jumping on Alabama when they're down. It's like with the SEC, people are jumping on them while they're down. You got to think with Georgia and Texas, you still had 2 SEC teams could go to the final. Georgia didn't have their starting quarterback, man. I mean, to be fair, and we're going to jump on them, bro. We're going to dog them and drag them and be like, y'all lost. But, dude, they didn't have their starting quarterback.
Yeah,
it's
like,
that's a big factor in the game.
Only when I hear people say, well, okay, like somebody took a shot at Alabama, like if you lost to 3 teams, then I take a shot back at Georgia. Other than that, it's like, hey, I know why y'all lost. Now, why we lost through 3 games or 4 games, I don't.
Yeah, that's a different story. But I'm just saying, as far as the strength of the SEC, you know, you had those 2 teams in, and then you had 3 teams on the outside looking in. Again, with Georgia, man, you know, that might be a different story if you had, you know, your full arsenal. Yeah, if you had Beck as your starting quarterback, we might be looking at, you know what I'm saying, the SEC National Championship again. We don't know. We're going to make those picks in a second on the National Championship game, who will advance. But as far as the money, now what I do think is because everybody has, not everybody, but a lot of teams have a lot of money, I think, man, that's biting into the depth of the SEC. And I think that's biting into some of the star players that will normally go to Georgia, Auburn, Alabama, that they might be fighting over for SEC supremacy because kids want to play in the SEC because it's a path to the NFL. You feel what I'm saying?
That's what I think everybody saying, like the second, like, you know, I forgot who it was. I watch a lot of different clips from other shows, but the guy was saying, it's like, you know, there's nothing wrong with Alabama. I think it was Trent Richardson. He says nothing really wrong. He said the problems were always there. Like I called out the penalty numbers the other night, and everybody was kind of shocked if you weren't watching. But dang, what's his name? Sharpshooter was pointed out, like, you know, penalties been messed up for a long time. That it was on and off. And one day we had 117, the next day you had 50. The next year you had 55 penalties total season. Then next year back at 100, and then they won a championship in the middle of that. Of course, that was one of the. I think there was 61 penalties instead of a triple-digit number. It really helps, but it was like I think Sharpshooter may have said it. Or I think maybe Trent Richardson said it. That you know, the second team, the second team used to be headed to the NFL.
Right, exactly.
Like, period. Like, okay, yeah, he hurt, but going on. We're gonna get this other guy he's second round if he left as a sophomore. Now he's, you know, but then I think sometimes too, that deals with your coaching, you know, like Womack good, Slick bad, Slick real bad. You know what I'm saying? Womack still churning them out as other defensive coordinators have.
Okay.
Sheridan, geez, I mean, is he going to get together? Do you have time for a 37-year-old person to get together? I don't think so, personally. When there are other people available who could come in and maybe train him up, you know, because it could be 3 years and like, oh yeah, here we go. But you know, we ain't about to wait no 3 years without setting a couple of fires and burn down some fields.
Alabama's not waiting no 3 years, man, to start winning.
What was that movie said? We're gonna grape the fields and pillage the women. What?
Man, that is not happening in Alabama.
No, 3 years for this man to figure out that Ty Simpson don't run like that.
Yeah, man, no.
Like, he don't work like that. His body don't work like that. I don't know what you thought going on Jalen, but you ain't about to do that Jalen stuff with him either.
Yeah,
we got time for that.
Yeah, and that's why I am on it. I don't think Alabama, Auburn, I don't think the SEC is broke as far as money. I don't think the Alabama, SEC, Auburn are broke in the sense of the SEC dominance, man. What I do think, though, is you have agents who are on the phone probably relentlessly trying to make their clients more money. So it's like when, like you said, the second team, third team, people that were on Alabama that could start on other teams, you got these agents, man, they are farming, you know, probably every day because their salary is attached to it. You know what I'm saying? So it's no longer you know, me being having any allegiance. It's about a kid really making decisions. Think my agents are driving decisions now, where the agents are like on the phone calling, hey, what will you give my client? What will, hey man, then they call you, hey, Mr. Tight, your son is offered this much by Texas Tech.
Really?
You like Texas Tech?
Who are you?
Right. I'm the agent. You see what I'm saying?
Right.
I'm your agent.
No, I'm saying like this me talking.
Yeah, but I'm just saying, it's just like, but when he called you and be like, hey man, I called Texas Tech, man. Next season, Texas Tech, if your kid get in the portal, they're offering like, you know, $250,000 more than what he's making now.
That's like, that's the thing. Like people are saying, that's why these people were kind of jumping during the playoffs. Cause I give him credit, a little bit of credit, because Kirk Cutter 43 years in coaching. But if he was 22, I say he was on the internet crying, because that's exactly what he did. He wrote like a manifesto on, I think he said several of his players were getting offered 3, 5 to 20, 10 times more, than they were paying at Boise State.
Yeah.
Like, and it's like, this was during the playoff. We got people calling us, and I'm telling you, the only way, there's no real way to stop it in the NFL. It's just that you get caught.
Well, you have rules. You have tangible rules against it. Yeah, you have.
That's part of their CBA, though.
Yeah, it's part of the structure.
And they try with an agent. Yeah. So if he's like, you know, you remember what happened with the man at Atlanta?
Right.
You know, he came with us. Yeah, we started talking to July, and I just thought Atlanta would be a good place. Like, you was talking to July? Oh yeah, we were talking to July. You know, you want to be talking to August?
Yeah.
And it was like,
that ain't happening in NFL, bro.
Well, they did, but look what happened to them. They hit you with your draft pick sometimes.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You got to get a penalty.
You got to get a penalty, and I don't know what they would do in college to do the same thing, but I don't know.
Nothing, man. They're not doing.
Caution's about to go away.
They're not doing anything in college, man. As far as penalties, man, everybody wants a hands off. Nobody wants an antitrust lawsuit. Nobody wants to go to court, man. I don't blame them. I'll just be like, okay, this is a lawsuit for you to get another year. Okay, go ahead, you got it, bro. I'll tell
you what you probably don't want to do. I'm gonna tell you, this may seem crazy. No, I know. Okay, I know I want to say this. Here's what you don't want to happen right now. If you're one of the final 4 teams.
Okay.
Think about this. You don't win the championship. And for 5 days, you can't take your team on a trip to the middle of Russia or the middle of Africa where they ain't got no phone service. Because you lose. If you build like, okay, who do you think's gonna lose? We'll get to it. Say you got a team in mind you think's gonna lose. Okay. That you got a team that you think is about to lose, and that team loses for 5 days, they about to catch it. Especially if they got key things like maybe this defensive or their quarterback is a senior. Oh, you know your quarterback gone. You know he quarterback gone. Or the first day the offensive coordinator takes a job somewhere and the offense carried the team. Like Chip Kelly. If Chip Kelly said, you know what, I'm sick. I gotta lay it down. Like, but you didn't win the championship with Chip. You know what I'm saying? It's okay if Ohio State wins, hey, you take your lumps and you whatever. Or people got more, you're gonna go somewhere other than you're gonna lead the chair. You go lead the chair. But if you don't win, some dynamic changes, boy, you're gonna get cracked.
Yeah,
we got stuff in the chat.
Yeah, Georgia lost some players, man. Georgia lost some players too. You know what I'm saying? Nick, what's good, man? What's going on, Nick? Water Cooler Talk Podcast.
King is here.
Marcus, the king is here. He said Alabama's gonna be Alabama Polytech.
Hey, taking it back to where it started.
They speaking each other and
what's
up, Ugly Beard? What's going on? To you, man. Man, we just chilling, man. We were out here talking about college football. Is the SEC broke? Is Alabama broke? Is Auburn broke, man? Is the SEC broken? No, it's not. I don't think it's broken, man. We had 2 teams in, man. 3 on the outside looking in. And plus, man, like I said, with NIL, man, we got like 10 of the top 20 teams in the SEC, man, as far as NIL fun.
And allegedly, our bag men have extensive networks already established.
Yeah.
We know what it's them to.
Yeah.
We know who we're gonna call.
Yeah, it's me says crowdfunding has to happen. Yeah,
there you go.
You need crowdfunding, man. That's what they're really trying to push. And I think for Auburn, we jump started it with big donation, and then we need to get, some that's what Ole Miss is doing with the Grove Collective is crowdfunding.
We need crowdfunding, but we need a huddle of multi-millionaires as well. A couple of huddles, like come on in. All right, spend that money on one. Spend that money on one. Ready?
Absolutely, man.
Said, drop $500,000 on one. Drop $500,000 on one. Hey, this time, hey, watch the IRS come on the blitz. Somebody make sure you get that IRS line.
Man, yeah.
Hey, somebody can line it up. Just
man.
Throw that loan money.
It's me says got about that at basketball. That's right. He said parental income is the most valuable liquid in the world. That's interesting, man. That's an interesting thought, man.
Right. It's more. It was more expensive than caviar like 15 years ago, and I was like,
wow, that's interesting, man.
And caviar is disgusting. Probably tastes the same as ink.
It is.
Just salty.
Mid-tier players are the ones transferring for the most part. I'm not sure money will hold them. They want to play. Yeah, that too, man. But yeah, everybody's transferring, man. It's like to the highest bidder, man. And if you're not getting high bids, then your representation is not doing that job. So you want your representation out there combing the fields to see if they can get you a better deal, or at least leverage you a better deal. Toward the team you got to get your team to increase. Like I'm not saying your boy Mbakwe did this, but what happened is he jumped in the portal and then he jumped back out of the portal.
Jumped back out, but came back as a wide receiver too. He transformed it.
Yeah, you start
hallelujah. Because we ain't had no receivers. Lost 6, 7 with
leveraging. You start leveraging your outside against your inside, man, worth. So that's another way to do it. So if your agent not doing that, then he's not a good agent. I don't think. A quick question: how much does blue chip ratio matter? It matters. It matters.
It matters.
It matters. It matters.
It just don't. But you got to have coaching to go with it. Clearly,
it matters. But I'm gonna tell you, of course, you have to have coaching, but then you got to look at too with that number 1 class Texas A&M had. Some of those players were like they didn't get their play. They didn't get any money. They didn't get their NIL. So see, that's a different story. And some of them just dipped the second year and didn't stick around with Jimbo because they're like, we didn't get paid. So that's a factor. People don't talk about that factor in what happened with Texas A&M and that number 1 class that NIL bought. They was like, okay, that didn't work. But you got to look at too that some of the players were like they didn't get paid their NIL money, so they dipped. You know what I'm saying?
And not to mention, we do have some court cases that are hidden in court.
Yeah.
Got some court cases.
Yeah, man. Yeah,
somebody about to pay.
Yeah, coaches getting sued now, man. Basketball coach, I think is it Miami?
Florida State.
Is it Florida State? Yeah,
Florida State, and then I think Florida's getting sued too. I think.
Yeah. So that whole deal, man, they're getting sued.
They lied, and the Florida State thing is bad because it's five or six basketball players they're not in school no more, but they're like they lied.
Yeah,
and they can prove
$250 million, I think.
They can prove that they just like I was telling you how you don't want one person representing you. Them dudes pulled up right before a game, said, "No, we ain't playing, coach."
They sure did.
And that's when he made the promise. They're saying, and that's some contracts can be verbal.
Yeah,
and 6 against 1. Give me my money.
Yeah, but blue chip ratio, man, it matters. It has legitimate facts to back it up. Like they are saying, if you go back and look at all the national championships, who have teams who have won national championships, majority of them, if not all of them, were over the 50% blue chip ratio mark. So if you're over 50%, you get into that discussion of, man, they have a chance. So look, let's just go back to the facts speak for themselves as far as blue chip ratio. It's undeniable, man.
And money as far as getting championship, I'm not sure about making it to the playoffs because I'm thinking like I would bet the SMU's is lower than Clemson's, but not that low.
Yeah, but their path. I mean, their
paths are kind of different.
Yeah, but see, okay, let's. Add
I don't think it's like way down low, but I think it's going. I told you, SMU ain't going nowhere.
But see, this is something you have to add now in this
money.
College football with the automatic bids. Think about this with the automatic bids, like with Boise State and with SMU. If you look at the path that SMU took, they had an easy schedule. They didn't play the full gauntlet. That's just take that with a grain of salt in the ACC. So they had an easier path, but just take them out and look at a Boise State. They had a path, you know what I'm saying, to the playoffs, but they don't have to have a great blue chip ratio now. Because
but I think too
they don't have
Boise,
to have it.
But Boise too, what they do is
in their conference.
If Notre Dame's been getting some of their players or Oregon or somebody out of Utah, that's about to be over.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying about Texas. Like instead of being second string, going to sit at Texas A&M, going to Tech maybe. or going to especially Texas Tech. They got some money. And SMU, who I know is spending money. Like I told you, they got that financial guy down there spending. Yeah. I can go over there and start. Because I promise you, first time I heard Keelan Russell, Alabama was interested in the quarterback Keelan Russell. He's currently with SMU. What? This was right as soon as you told me to start an X account. I was like, what a week. Oh my God, it is over.
Yeah.
And now dude's like Elite 11 MVP. He's Gatorade Player of the Year. And I'm like, but he was going to SMU, and now I know why. Because they got some of that money. And he was going to go down there not to sit behind Arch. He was going, he wasn't going to go sit behind whoever Texas A&M have right now, which I'm sure is somebody. But I do have a question, man. Somebody was talking about where do you go now if you are a 1-2? They do 1 and 2 stars, right?
Yeah,
it's started 3.
Yeah, 1, 2, but they just like registered 3 stars.
And if you don't have any stars, okay, and so you're not going to Alabama if you have no stars or Auburn, right? No stars.
Unless you if you're a cat that just is under the radar, you know what I'm saying, that nobody knows about, that's a diamond in the rough, that didn't, like you say, maybe didn't go to any of the camps that a coach just went out and really saw him. You know what I'm saying?
So if you didn't go to camps, you didn't have money for camps, wouldn't you send your child to a JUCO?
Yes, absolutely.
Like, okay, even if he was like Eric Swan had the measurables of Reggie White. And, Eric Swan didn't have no SAT score. But if your child had SAT score, but nobody knew who he was. Kate and the boys saw him saw the film and said, we wish you the best with your season. Hugh Freeze said, we wish. And he was like, that guy's pretty big, though. He's like, yeah, but nobody's assessed him. Would you say, well, go to Jacksonville State, where you're going to use up your eligibility? Or Alabama State, where you can use some eligibility, or would you just find the best JUCO?
I'm going JUCO, bro.
I'm going JUCO and sit there and watch that dude turn into a beast.
Yeah, I'm going JUCO, and this is what's crazy. That might further kind of mess with the depth in the SEC too, because of the ruling. Kids are just like, okay, just go to JUCO. You know what I'm saying? Get on the field, play now, get some development, get some film, man. And then when you try to go to these big schools, now you're coming in and your value is more because you have proven tape, so that might be the route. And then it's free. It's free time. It doesn't count against your eligibility. Man, go develop for free now.
Seriously, I'm waiting for, and I'm not sure this has happened before, but I'm looking forward saying, man, wait, them dudes started graduating from Alabama and Auburn and they got PhDs. So it's Dr. Bill Head Busser turned
exactly, man.
PhD in environmental science. What?
Yes, sir, man.
It ain't gonna be in school so long, man. I had to go get my PhD because I had run out of, it got little pipes in there, and I had learned that I wasn't gonna be able to pursue another bachelor's degree. It was really a waste of time, so I decided to work on my dissertation. And yes, I do like crushing the quarterback's head between my hands. Yes, it's gonna change, man. Yeah. But they were talking about that, how they say it can mess up high school students. But I'm like, there are so many people that go to a lesser school because maybe mama got caught up in the CTE things, and there's some people that say you shouldn't even play tackle football till you turn 14, 15, and then you forget about it. You play your 11th grade year, so then you end up going to Alabama State, then you upgrade or something. You don't even have to do that no more. It's like you unknown, you ain't got to go risk. You don't have to risk no playing time. You can go really dump. You can redshirt at the doggone JUCO.
Fully
then play 2 years and none of it's supposed to count, or they take a year. But either way, you still got 3 years at a bigger program, and you be
I would go that route.
21. You're gonna be so grown. But I'm telling you, BYU players, they're gonna be 30.
Yeah, that's what I was telling my brother when they was beating Colorado. I'm like, bro, you do realize these are grown married men.
These are grown married men with kids.
Yeah,
who like Jesse, sit down. Jesse. All right, man, I'm about to go to the game. Jesse, get to the game, just be mad. What?
Yes, sir, bro.
What's up, in my life, if I could go put on some pads and hit somebody after dealing with some of the teenage issues around this house, boy, I'd be a number one draft pick. Or I'd be hurt, laid in a hospital somewhere in traction. I don't know, one of the two.
You don't need no motivation before the game.
None at all. And I heard some guys discussing this, and I asked you this question too. There was like Belichick's on the road. He busting the road down hard.
Sure.
Going to high school. You know, he got a pretty good recruiting base right there between Virginia and South Kakalaki. But Deion successfully, they said this, I don't know if this is true. They said Deion hadn't been but one high school in the last 3, 4, 5 years.
Sure.
So they were saying like which one is going to be the most effective in the long term. And I mean, how long does Belichick have, first of all? But
man, come on, man.
To coach. That, man. I mean, like, he gonna coach when he's 77 years old, because long term means another 5 years.
He go with the bias of, man, 70-year-old plus people, man. The man can coach to 80, 90, 100. If he's healthy and sound in his right mind, man, come on, man.
So which one's more effective? What? Because see, you know, people copycat.
Okay.
You do have to have a name. You have to be. There's not anybody like prime time, but let's say you do have a guy that goes and catches that have that kind of Ray Lewis, maybe, you know. Ray Lewis, like, you know, I don't know, can he choose not to go visit school? Or Hines Ward, if he becomes I ain't know Hines Ward even coaching, so I'm on the sideline of Arizona State. He decides to get one of these schools. What's a terrible school? Colorado State, maybe, I don't know.
Okay.
And just, you know, does he have to travel? You know, and then Colorado is kind of a long way to travel too. Like I said, Belichick don't have to go that far.
But you got to understand though, Prime is still missing out on a lot of players not traveling. You see what I'm saying? Yeah, he's having success, and then Prime has the media part that's helping him.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They're giving him commercials. The TV networks are giving this man so many commercials every week. You know, when they play. Yeah, I mean, it's just ridiculous.
And the hate helps too.
It helps too. Yeah, so he's polarizing. So yeah, Prime doesn't necessarily have to travel, but I will say that a Bill Belichick that is traveling that already has a name, man, that's dangerous, bro. Because you know what I'm saying, you're gonna be like, man, all Bill Belichick has to say to the kid, and you know, is, hey man, look how many Super Bowls I won. Take your Super Bowl rings out, lay them on the table, and say, look, man, I came to see you. So Prime,
I thought that was a joke. I heard somebody say that's what Nick Saban actually does.
Yeah, that's what Nick Saban did with I don't forget what player with Auburn. He said, man, look at these rings, look at this table, look at that table. Ain't no rings on that table, right? Which one do you want? So yeah, man, it's tangible difference for some players.
Woo!
What's up, PhD? How you doing?
PhD in the house.
Good evening. What's up? Travail, Auburn University's original name. Yeah, it was. All right, fellas, this time. Okay, all right. You gone? Peace, man. You out of here?
All right, Huggy.
Huggy, man. Appreciate you coming through, Huggy, man. That's what's up, man. It's been Napier has an active suit in Florida. Yes. Ones and twos go to HBCU, but we just talked about that. The eligibility would count against them. Cam Scatterboo, Sacramento State. What's up, Ed Darby? What's going on, man?
Sacramento State.
Alabama JUCOs don't have yeah, that's crazy. That's crazy.
Well, what's even crazier is that we had 37 schools named after the same person.
Yeah.
I used to get so confused. People say, I'm going to Lurleen B. Wallace. I'm like, okay, where is that? And then I hear 3 different cities. Like, then I actually looked at it. I think they closed some of them now, but all of them were named after George Wallace's wife. And I was like,
wow, that's wild.
Who did that?
That's wild.
Well, a lot of them, not all of them, but a lot of them were. So I think they've changed that since then, but that was kind of crazy. Let's see.
Caitlin Freeze and is it Hypo?
Hypo. It will be Hypo.
Hypo and
in town today. Gas. Some kid at Gaston High School. Yeah. I hope Coach DeBoer brought his brass knuckles.
Coach Boy ain't tried to fight nobody, man.
Hey man, I'm just saying. You know what I'm saying. Like I said, I hope he got his brass knuckles. He gonna learn. He gonna learn,
man. He's not a fighter, man.
Yeah, you go around the corner, you be in there crying. He's like, what's wrong with you, Caleb? I was walking, he hit me right in the chest. It's like Dr. King. No. Hey man, I'm just saying.
We can get on these picks, man. PhD said, yeah, DC heard you tried to say hello, but
Ed Darby said Prime is portal focused. Yeah. He only takes 7 to 10 players from high school. One thing somebody said that I kind of agree with. They said that, you know, dealing with these mercenaries, that's what it is. Yeah. It's a mercenary mentality. We're going to get somebody that can play.
Yep.
They're not going to upset Coach Prime. He'll get on them. I think he coaches them up, coaches them hard the way you have to. But it's hard on, they say it's harder on assistant coaches. When you have a Merc in there, because it's like, my deal with Prime, I ain't, me looking at you funny and stuff. And that's why they say that's kind of why people leave.
Yeah.
Even people he think is not leaving, because the first year people left, it was like, see, them dudes, they're not believers. The believers, they left. Now people leave and everybody like, what's going on? Because them some of his closest allies. Them dudes upgraded. They're like, thank you. He upgraded. I'm upgraded. Dude went from Jackson State to Colorado to Mississippi State. Yes, because he's from there. So but it's kind of confusing to some people.
Yeah, and that mercenary mentality, you got if you're gonna stay in that arena, man, you gotta have money, man. Porter players cost. They
cost money.
Good porter players cost, man. He's been successful so far, and I think it helps that he is in the Big 12. That helps.
What do you mean by that exactly? I know what I think about that, but what do you mean?
The level of competition, man.
Oh, so you think it's worse than Conference USA?
Big 12? No, not necessarily. No. But I don't think it's as good as the SEC, ACC, Big 10,
ACC. But it's better. It's worse or better than Big 10?
Worse.
So they're the fourth. They're number 4.
Yeah, at least. Yeah, the number 4. Yeah, the Big 12, I would say, is as far as just like the level of play, I think maybe 4th. I think too, even though they are 4th, I think they'll agree. I agree with you. The ACC, from what I heard from some other channels in that area, ACC, they think something's brewing with North Carolina, man. They can actually jump to the SEC. They take one more basketball loss to the SEC. They're gonna have to just come on in. SEC dominate, man.
They invested it a long time ago, and it's really hit. But
let's get into these picks, man, and let's get into these picks. Man.
What's the first game? Who losing them? Who's first of tomorrow? Is Notre Dame?
Yes, Notre Dame.
Notre
Dame and Penn State.
Penn State. Well, I'm taking Penn State. I'm going with Coach Franklin to play for the national championship for the first time in a long time since Joe Pa. What is that? 19?
Okay.
What is that? 1980?
Okay.
80 or 81? 1980, 81? They won. It's last time they won. I don't know if they played for one in the 80s, but I'm taking them, man. But I don't even know if it's a rational pick. Because, like I say, they lost to Ohio State. They lost to Oregon, correct?
Okay. Who? Notre Dame?
Penn State.
Oh, Penn State.
But it's something.
I think so.
They're going to have to play tough, but it's something about that Northern Illinois. Do you know that coach of Notre Dame, what's his name? He sat down with the coach of Northern Illinois, I guess so by phone or whatever. He sat down with him and told him why they lost.
Yeah, some coaches do that, man. Nick Saban used to do that. After when coaches beat him, like during the offseason, he would bring the staff in, man, or bring coaches in and be like, okay, man, how did you beat us? You know what I'm saying? Hugh Freeze, call Jerry Kill and find out, man, before we go play Vanderbilt again next year, man.
He's just playing.
We don't need 4 in a row, bro.
He's just playing.
Just call the guy, man, and just ask him, man.
Hugh Freeze, all you need is Slick Sheridan. That's why we beat you. Just hire him, man.
Please,
double him up. Double him up. Y'all looking for offensive coordinator, right? Y'all need an offensive coordinator?
No, we don't need one, man. We don't need one. We're trying to figure out our offensive deal. So no, we don't need.
Y'all need an offensive coordinator. That's your deal.
No.
We got Slick Sheridan for you.
We don't need Sheridan, man. Please.
There you go.
We do not need Sheridan. The King says George Wallace started junior college in Alabama, so it makes sense that it's named after his wife.
No, but they got several locations. At one time, they had like 20 locations.
The King don't know. The King don't know.
All of them got to be the same name. Come on.
Hey, man. Yes, man. Baby, I got you another one. He go home macking like, hey, guess what I did today? Hey. Wait till the new maps come out. Yeah.
Wait till the new maps come out.
Look what your boy did, baby. Look what your boy did. I got you.
All right. Yeah, I know how it is to be sick. Gotta simp for the wife. You simp for the wife.
Yeah, I got you.
If you don't simp for the wife, then you gonna be
George Wallace coming in talking like that. I got you, girl.
I got you, girl. What's that?
Oh, was that? Man, I'm going in this game, man. I'm going Penn State for the victory. Not necessarily want them to win, but I think they will win, man. Notre Dame's offense did not impress me, not one iota, man.
Their quarterback a little goofy.
Where
did he come from? This is hard to track all of them, man.
I think it was Duke. Man.
Yeah, he kind of goofy. I don't know. They got some skilled players though, but I really do want James Franklin to get there, man. I want him to get there. I'm not sure if I want him to win yet. I think I will, but I just take it one game at a time, man.
Yeah, Notre Dame offense does not impress me at all, and I think Penn State will be able to give a little more offensive firepower than Georgia did. But
I gotta say,
they might give up more points. It might be a higher scoring game, but I'm gonna pick.
What's my tight end name?
To victory.
What's that tight end name? At Penn State, I gotta get his name because he is so impressive to me. I mean,
you saying offensive coordinator for Auburn, man? Hugh Freeze and Derek Nix. Those are offensive coordinators.
It's slick, man. Slick Sheridan.
We don't need Nick Sheridan, man, from Alabama.
Slick.
We do not need him, man.
That's offensive. See how you throwing shots right now?
What?
Calling that man that name?
Hey,
why you calling him that name?
I said
his
Nick
name
Sheridan.
is Slick. He's
Nick
slick.
Sheridan, man.
He is nobody's Nick. He's slick. Con his way down here. It's me. Look, man, we gotta talk about 4 losing seasons in a row. Not sure how you can recruit with those stats. Money.
Hey, man, you're not sure how we can do it, but we doing it. I know you're not sure of how to do it. It's a calculated formula.
I'm sorry.
You know what I'm saying? It's that only Hugh Freeze has in a safe that, you know what I'm saying, is guarded in Auburn, Alabama, man. You saying, man, it shouldn't be happening, but it's happening. It's happening, and we're on our way to the 2026 class, man, to be in the top 10 with them too, man. So it just is what it is. It's me. It just is what it is.
I gotta ask you a question. Y'all have serious? I didn't even know. There have been. I thought y'all were like on 2 losing seasons. It's 4
losing seasons, 5 losses in the Iron Bowls, man, and we had a top
under 500, man. Under 500.
We're the only team in the top 20 in recruiting with a losing.
I see who got that paper.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Hey,
y'all got that paper.
It is what it is. We got rich people problems on this recruiting trail, man. We got short on the field.
Y'all must have Bo Jackson selling his hunting rifles over there.
Hey, man, it is what it is, man. You know what I'm saying? We got rich man problems on the recruiting trail. You feel me?
Y'all are AU awesome over there. I tell you that much. Y'all got some paper.
So imagine what's going to happen if we do it winning. So when we top 5, 6 losing, God, didn't even go to a bowl game, man.
Basketball team doing good.
The basketball team macking, bro.
Well,
you know what I'm saying? Just horns down, man. Did that deal last night.
Hey, man.
We hung on tight.
How is the basketball team? How y'all doing all that? Y'all sure
money, baby. Money, rich man problems, man.
Y'all must be selling some super cows over there, boy.
Selling some lumber, baby. We're selling lumber.
Yellow wood. Jimmy Rain does it again. The yellow feller.
Hey, man. I think the Neville's are supporting the basketball people, though. And I think there's Neville Arena, so I would assume, you know what I'm saying? Can't be sliding them, giving Jimmy Rain all the credit, but, you know, credit is credit. What do is what credit do. Jimmy Rain, you know what I'm saying? Come sponsor my show, brother. You know what I'm saying? Since you so generous and, you know, getting money out, like, you know, come sponsor my show. You know what I'm saying?
Shoot, I'm about to go give me a job when they throwing it around like that.
What's the next game type, man? This was the next game, man.
Next game is Ohio State. Who's the home team in that? No, I guess they play on the neutral site.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you got Ohio State going up against Texas.
Ohio State going against Texas. Man, I want to pick Texas so bad, man.
Really?
Just because of and I said I didn't want Texas to win, but because of just kind of like the media stuff, we're talking about the SEC is down, and you know what I'm saying, just kind of you know dragging the SEC, man. The SEC pride is rising up in me tight. You know what I'm saying, to the point where I will be pulling for Texas Saturday, man. I'm tired of y'all talking about the SEC is down. Friday, whatever.
Because
Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm pulling for Texas, man. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm tired of y'all trying to dunk on the SEC, talking like we down and out, man. Talking like, you know, we broke. Talking like, you know what I'm saying? We are not that conference anymore, man. So it's messing with my SEC pride, man. So I gotta go over here with Texas tight.
Hey, man.
And I might, I'm my brothers now, man. I don't want them to win it. I don't want them to win it, but
they want to get Ohio State out of the way.
Yeah, man. All this talking, man, is just got my SEC antennas, man, up, man. So I'm upset, tight.
I think I'm gonna go with Mrs. Sarkeesian and her husband to win this game. I'm going with them because they are a special couple. Because everybody keep hating on why his wife out there on the field. Shut up, because she is.
Okay.
You go marry somebody with an addiction, and you set your rules up the way you want to set them up.
Okay.
So she there, and they coming, and she gonna have a hoodie on just in case they drop confetti again.
I think Ohio State wins. So, but having said all that,
I was looking at that thing when I was going through this Michael Penix stuff, and they were doing them 9 routes at Indiana and winning all them games. I was thinking like, DBs, man, DBs we play against in the SEC. If the DB ain't going to the NFL, the safety is.
One on.
One of them is like you can think you're gonna throw that stuff they did, and I know they got Kelly. We're gonna put it to the test. I think they got good defense over there, or good enough defense for Ohio State, because Kelly's offense reminds me of that Amari Cooper offense we had.
Okay.
Where it was like, if you let Amari Cooper just run rickshaw all over your defense, then that's what he's gonna do.
Yeah,
it was his name. It could what? Everybody got to be involved in their receiver thing. You got to spread that ball around.
Yeah, man.
They can do it. They can do it.
Yeah.
But I think
the balance. Yeah.
And to me, the weak link to me of that whole offense is the quarterback. Can they get after the quarterback? Can Texas get after the quarterback?
Can Texas get after the quarterback? Ooh,
that's the weak link. I don't think you're going to shut them guys down the whole time. But if you can get after the quarterback, get them off the field, 3 to 5 plays, a couple times, it ain't going to be no 31-0. But, I mean, if Texas can keep scoring while they stop them from scoring, they can win the game. So, but I think that the best way to do it is get after that quarterback. Try to crush that quarterback. Get those guys on that defensive line. Go through there and just muddy it all up, man. Put extreme pressure.
At Ohio State is crazy though.
They are crazy. They've always been crazy. They've always been crazy.
Then they got the running backs too, man. Judkins, man. They Ohio State tough. That's all I gotta say, bro.
But I will say this. I will. What do you call it? I change my pick if one thing happens.
Okay.
They run one series with that man and boy, I'm out.
Ooh.
That's just because first of all, it was dumb last time they did it. It'll be insane now at this point in the playoffs. Like that's over, right? You know what I mean? Or does he have it in his contract where he gets one? But could you see, because it slowed him down, and then the other boy, his ego gets bruised or he gets off rhythm, whatever the case. I watched it several times. They bring him in. Old boy takes about 2 series to get back going again. I'm like, what are we doing?
Yeah, it's
and even they telling this guy now, man, they wondering. Oh, did I tell you about? Did you see they were talking about if Ewers, somebody offering that man $6 million a transfer?
Yeah, man, love it.
$6 million.
I love it, man. I love it. So, until my team run out of money.
Bryce Underwood look like Bryce Underwood look like I think we need to go and renegotiate this deal.
Negotiation, man. They
can you play a game?
Dude.
Ewers is like at this point, Ewers is definitely worth $6 million. It looks like I mean, if this dude is worth 3, okay. I mean, if he's worth 1.5, Ewers is definitely worth 6. I can't think of what program it was though.
This college stuff is crazy. If somebody offering dude $6 million, man,
because they were saying okay, I don't know what he would make as a top draft pick, but they're saying injury problems, he may go to the second day. And then when you start looking at second day contract, $6 million in your hand,
man, that's a lot of money, bro.
Then you take $250 and hand it over to Lords of London to double down on a $20 million injury policy for 1 year.
I'm telling you, man. That's what I'm telling you. When those agents start coming with those numbers, you ain't gonna be like, who are you? Gonna be like, let's ride. Okay, that's a great deal. You're gonna look at it, man. Let's not forget. It could be 6. Was it Miami that offered that? It could be $6 million and maybe $300,000 bag. Brown paper bag, And look, he already rich. You know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Well, let's say you picked up some cat named Tanner Bailey at QB.
Yeah, that's it, man. Yeah, we did.
Where's he from?
He's from Alabama, man. Actually, when he came out, He was like top, I think, at least top 10, 15 in the state of Alabama as far as players. So he was highly recruited, man. He committed to Oregon, Mario Cristobal. Then when Mario left, he went to South Carolina. So he was highly rated. Yeah, he they said they took Garner over him at Auburn. Alabama offered him, Georgia offered him, South Carolina offered him. So he was highly touted.
This is after he left.
Yeah, this was in, I think, 2022, and then he went to South Carolina, didn't get traction there, so he stopped school, enrolled at Auburn. Now he's working on his, I think, master's degree. So they need need more quarterbacks. So he had retired. So he's just like, man, I'll get on with Auburn. That was his dream school anyway.
I was thinking like I can't think of somebody screams about Coach JB screams about there's thousands and thousands of people still left in the portal. Those guys should go to JUCO.
They should
get their film up.
That's what I would get my film up.
If you've been sitting in the portal for a year and you haven't been courageous enough to walk on or brave enough, go to JUCO, get yourself back in the shape for what, the next 3 years or 2?
Yes, man. You can go there, get your film up, free time. You know what I'm saying? Get on the field, work. Yeah, develop. Man, that's the route. JUCO, with this ruling, JUCO is the route for cats.
After this,
don't
man,
get who they want to get and get on with who they want to get on.
We need to carve an extra 3 hours out of the day, and we can put together a service to get people from JUCO back in the D1. Because in a year, that's going to be the lit.
Yeah, that's what the money is, bro.
That's going to be the lit.
Yeah. Tight, what can these folk find you, man? What can the folk find you?
I'm at Tight Sports Talk on X and Tight Sports on Facebook, YouTube, and Blue Sky. Just hit me up every Monday, 7:30. I do a little show called Around the Herd. I go live and try not to lose my mind talking about Slick Sheridan's replacement. Or
okay, I'm gonna ask you this before we leave, and I know you. I'm gonna ask you this real quick. Do you really want Grow Up over Sheridan? Really, for real, man? Because
I want Chad Crawford over.
Okay, well, I guess
Slick Sheridan.
Okay, I guess that answers it. So,
Coach Patrick over.
Okay.
Slick Sheridan.
Okay, I got you.
Spence McCracken.
I got you.
Over Sheridan.
Okay. All right. I don't think Grow Up going.
I want the headstone of Pat Dye over Slick Sheridan.
Okay, but y'all said that last year about the Tommy Reese, man. Now y'all wish y'all had Tommy Reese back this season. So
when you got Tommy Reese, you talking about? Well, hold on, no. When you talk about Tommy Reese, right?
Yeah.
It was like this, and it was like everybody had to kind of be quiet because of where he ended up.
Man,
all right.
Yeah, but
it was like,
Tommy Reese too.
And then when he did the call and the call didn't go right, it was like, oh man, that dude got to get out of here. Boy, them people, Tommy Reese they about to do a statue of Tommy Reese. They about to put a statue. It's gonna be in front of the stadium. It's gonna be down like by the Paul W. Bear Bryant Museum Jr. over to the side by the parking lot. It's gonna be a Tommy Reese Busk sitting over there with the headset on. I'm telling you, man, this dude it's been horrific. And I'm telling people their problem. We fussing about it now. Jalen was trash. Jalen was poorly coached. You know, it's back and forth.
Okay. We'll see, man.
Because Tommy Reese did that. And tell you the truth, because he's never been an offensive coordinator before. At least when Tommy Reese came down and started Jalen running, you saw quarterbacks at Notre Dame doing the same kind of things. Not all the time, though. He was trying to make them throw. This dude, tight end coach, came down here and said, you know what? He got 12 rushing touchdowns. We could just accentuate that since he was always but everybody was ready. The defense's first time seeing it was what? Last year. Then 2023. Coming back 2024, the smart teams were like, we not letting this dude just run all over us. Well, he got 20 touchdowns, and check it out. He needed 6 more rushing. And the whole season changed. I don't even know if it's 6. Because he lost to Tennessee by 6. Yeah, you need 3. You need a whole 3 or 4. You need 3 or 4, 3.5 at Oklahoma. And Vandy needed about 2. So he needed 6 more touchdowns, change the whole season, rushing for the quarterback. It's crazy.
Yeah, okay.
And he had 20.
Okay. Well, Nick is available at the Water Cooler Talk podcast. He's available.
Hey, we're hired. So as long as he with that South Alabama stuff, he coming with good resume right there.
Y'all catch Nick. What time y'all on? 7:30 tonight, Nick. What time y'all on, man? Nick, y'all catch the Water Cooler Podcast. For less, it's me, JaVale, Ed Darby, PhD. I said JaVale, hug your beard.
Hug your beard.
Hug your beard.
The king of comments.
JaVale, Jonathan Taylor. Who else in here, man? Okay, I think that's it, man. For all those guys, man, I am DC Wolf. You can catch me on all platforms at Auburn_Addicts, man. Check us out, man, on the live side and on the video side, man. We post on both sides, man, and we start back posting some shorts too, man. So check us out, ladies and gentlemen. Until then, we will see you guys on the flip side. I said,
Roll Tide, Alabama.
You didn't say that strong at all, bro.
Number 5 in the country in basketball. We coming.
Woo! I think we're gonna be number 1 type.
I think y'all be. Hey, that's not where I want to be. That's not where I want to be at all.
All right, bro. We'll holler, man. Peace.
Peace
to you all.